with dual Hall of Famer Mark Casse, and you've got some exciting prospects heading to the World Championships at Del Mar. Let's talk about Future Stars Friday and Final Accord. This filly beat the boys first out at Woodbine, and then she came to New York and beat the girls in the Matron. And that was just sprinting, but we're going to see her stretching out to the mile in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies Turf. She certainly has the pedigree for that, being a daughter of War of Will and out of a Blame mare.
Yeah, you know, and I thought her race was really good in New York. She came running. I was afraid it was maybe a little short for her, but I think she'll really enjoy the mile. I wish we could have got a two-turn race in, but you don't always get what you want. So she's exceptional, though. Her numbers have been good. As you said, she beat the Colts, training very well, and we're excited.
Well, I love the way she finished there in the Matron. She looked like she was just getting warmed up.
Yeah, she's very green still. She probably, if she runs in a straight line, wins even easier. She wanted to lay in. It cost her some momentum. But when she kicked in, it was powerful. And she ran fast, got a good number. If you look at the numbers for the U.S. contingency, she's right there at the top.
Yeah, and it's got to feel extra special being a daughter of War of Will, a multi-surface Grade 1 winner. And, of course, a horse near and dear to you because he was a trainee.
Exactly. This is dear to me, obviously, because I trained Dad. Of course, trained it for Gary Barber, and he's part owner, him and Peter Deutsch. So this is this was a venture. They went out and bought, I think, 6 or 7 yearlings, and they have 3 or 4 really good horses.
And you got her for a steal. I mean, she's proving the point that you don't necessarily have to go 6 figures. You got her for $75,000.
That's my favorite, you know. That's been my bread and butter for a long, long time, so I enjoy that part of it.
I love it. And the pedigree, though, too, is lit. I mean, if you looked at that third dam, that's Educated Risk. And she was a multiple Grade 1 winner. She won the Furzette. She was second in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies. And Educated Risk, of course, is a half-sister to Hall of Famer Inside Information, who won the Breeders' Cup Distaff back in 1995.
All the Phipps family.
Yeah.
Very strong, very strong.
Yeah, no, definitely. Now, even though she is not running on Future Stars Friday, she did last year. And I'm talking about Nitrogen, who was third in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies Turf. And she has just proven to be an absolute superstar. I mean, she's got her Grade 1, funny enough, on the dirt when she won the Alabama. And then you tried her against Older in the Spinster. I thought she was so game. It looked like she was going to get by Jin there in stretch. Just did not happen. But what are your expectations looking ahead to the distaff with her, and also how special is it that she is owned and bred actually by DJ Stable? I am standing here with Jonathan Green. Behind us we have Wonder Wheel,
and Wonder Wheel, and Tyler Gaffley gets his first Breeders' Cup win.
That relationship you guys have had is long-standing. We've seen you together in the winner's circle with Wonder Wheel, and just over the years, I believe your 4,000th win actually came earlier this year with one of their horses too.
True. You know, it's funny how one thing can lead to another. I started training a half a horse for him, proven strategies, and then of course, you know, Wonder Wheel came around, and if you know the story, they sell all their yearlings, but they said since we had won the Breeders' Cup, had Wonder Wheel, that I could pick one, and I picked Nitrogen. I think her last year in the Breeders' Cup, with a little better trip, she was going to be right there. You know, Jose came out of it very frustrated, but I was proud of her. You know, this spring, she run so well. I didn't ever feel there was a good time to try her on the dirt. And then, of course, at Saratoga, when it came off, you know, she ran spectacular. Her last race was really good. I came away feeling better about her losing that race than any of her wins. One, we ran against older fillies. We were going to go after Torpedo Anna. We said we're not going to let her get away, and you could see that's what Jose did. Unfortunately, Torpedo Anna gave it up a little early, and I think that probably cost us the race because she likes to target, and then she's done it before. She kind of wanders around down the stretch, and it got her beat. But look, she's a nose and a head from being 8 in a row. So what a nice horse. Somebody asked me today, who is the best horse you've trained in the last 10 years? I said, well, how long ago did Tepin win? Because I can't, and I said, I think probably Nitrogen.
Wow. That says a lot. That says a lot.
I mean, she's still got a lot to accomplish, but for her to do what she's done, she's taken on everybody from the beginning on grass, on dirt. Look, the Breeders' Cup's going to be tough. Going to have to try to run Bob down, which is never easy at Del Mar.
Seismic Beauty?
Yes. So we'll see. But we're going to go out there and give it our best try. And she owes us nothing. So whatever happens, it's been a heck of a year. I'm hoping in the end that she'll be voted champion 3-year-old filly. I think she deserves to be.
I definitely think she deserves to be as well. Mark, you obviously know your way around the Breeders' Cup. You've got 6 wins. Can you say what it actually means to you to be able to not only contend at those world championships, but prevail beyond the obvious? The win, of course, is wonderful. The purse is wonderful. But what do they mean to you?
I think any time that you can compete with the best, not just in this country, but especially in the turf races, it's the best in the world. It says a lot. And to plan and to my good friend Aaron Yagoda said Mark trains for a career, not a race. And whenever I get a young horse, I always tell everybody we're training for the Breeders' Cup. Until they tell me differently, that's going to be my goal. And I try to do that with every horse until they tell me. I was having a conversation with John Green, and Len likes me to put grades on them. So in the beginning, I put A's, and he's like, they can't all be A's. I said, right now they're A's. Until they prove otherwise, they're A's. And that's the way I train. It's the way I do things. And so far, it's worked okay.
It certainly has. Mark Casse, dual Hall of Famer. We look forward to seeing your horses run at Del Mar at the Breeders' Cup World Championships.